My name is Annette Booth, and I'm an Allstate agent, and I've been an agent for 8.5 years in Mount Vernon, Washington. I love my job with Allstate. I actually wouldn't want to be doing anything else. I am just thankful to run and own a small business and serve my clients. So I love my job, I love my clients, I love my staff team, and I love my community. When I came to Allstate, I really dug into my community in different areas. And the great thing is, as an Allstate agent, you can act on your passions. With Allstate, we have what's called Hands in the Community grants. They allow us to give away up to $1,000 a year to different organizations. So each year, we might be able to give several $1,000 Hands in the Community grants to organizations that we feel really passionate about.
So for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Skagit County, we put a high importance on service learning, especially with our older youth and our teens. And so for us, the Helping Hands in the Community grants, we use to underwrite the costs of the staffing, the transportation to go out and do things in the community, like our teens going out and doing watershed conservation projects, replanting trees, that kind of thing. And it's kind of nice that we have that ability to do that and tie it back to community service, because Annette, as an Allstate agent, is a model of community service for Skagit County. And so it allows us to reflect those values of Allstate and their agents when we're able to put it to use like that. Without Annette and her involvement in Boys and Girls Clubs, our organization would not be on the path to success that it is today. She's only been a board member for 4 years, board president for 2 of those years. She's seen turnover in executive staff, times where the clubs were weeks away from closing, didn't have payroll to cover things, and a lot of other people would have ran for the hills. And she served so well. And without her, it's very likely that this organization would have closed at least one of the clubs.
Her involvement in the community was one of the first things I noticed when I started working here. I love it. I feel proud working for Allstate in that sense. Makes you want to follow in the same steps.
My agency and team members, we decided that we wanted to try to raise some money and donations for a local community cause. We picked the Humane Society, and so we were able to raise over $1,000 worth of donations. And we had actually some of our clients who wanted to get involved and volunteer as well. We had a big box in our office, and people brought in donations. So, the more we can involve other people, I think the stronger our communities definitely become.
Being a 100% nonprofit organization, we're very dependent to the community. Just the primary expenses of the facility having to do with food, their inoculations, all that kind of stuff taken into account, and along with the staff, it gets kind of up there as far as pricey, and those are expenses we have to meet on a monthly basis.
Annette just is really one of those people that cares about people and animals and her community, and she is out working hard even when it's really, really difficult, challenging work. She's always putting in the time and putting in the hours, and she's not intimidated by a challenge, and our community benefits from that. I always was sort of a person that purchased insurance because it was a box I needed to check on my to-do list. It never occurred to me that I would need insurance. And I've now had a couple of experiences where I did need insurance, and Annette has answered her phone on a Sunday night twice, and she took care of everything. That's one of the reasons that I've always really felt very loyal to her as an insurance agent, is that she's there 24/7, she has the information, and she'll bring that calming influence into a somewhat stressful situation.
Being an Allstate agent is, in my mind, one of the most honorable professions. It's a privilege for me to be able to share in my clients' lives. So I hold that very, near and dear to my heart, that people, let me help them and be a part of their lives. I think as an Allstate agent, And just me, Annette Booth, as a person, I do these things. I volunteer time, financial resources, Allstate's corporate dollars, really just to make our little piece of the world and community a better place to live.